confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
First carry for Najee Harris.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On first down, Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
On the ground, it's Harris. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They hand this off to Harris. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Ravens now ready to get the football for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. A little juke. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The numbers for Bateman in that game a week ago. 5 catches, 52 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, and he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, McFarland.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, and they go back to Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Harris. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, Harris. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. We'll check on his status when we get back. On second down, it's Harris. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That drive along, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Shepard now from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
2nd and 2. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Defense. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
2nd and 5. Going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Stephon Tuitt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And the catch made by Johnson.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 32. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now will throw here to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Fights off the defender, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This is Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a give right side. It's Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Complete. It's Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You have everything working in your direction.
Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will bump the lead out to 11. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. It means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed. Themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for him.
Space to run past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tylan Wallace, 34 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And shedding through the tackle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's McFarland. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Push him back. Push him back. He's coming.
They'll look to throw here. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. McFarland once more. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. McFarland. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They look like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.